Proud to announce the arrival of the ribs. You might want to see back here, sir. Okay, stay. Stay out. Stay. How's that looking for you? We got some meat. Okay, ready. Let's go. Come on. Set them right here. Maybe you get a nice little look at them there, buddy. And let's take them back and see if we can put some refrigeration on them, gents. They've been cold.
Let's take them out the garage, see how much room we got.
I think you just stack them, Tom.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Grab me one of the Turcades, would you please?
Can or bottle?
Can. Thank you.
Nicely done, Steve.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it done?
The office. The gal in the art department.
Really funny.
Yeah, she did a great job. So that's too nice.
Oh, good?
It's hard to tell, those nails are. I think it's good. It's a little off, but it sounds good to be.
You know, some...
Pristine.
That did my turkey on it. Thanksgiving
Nice
turkey.
shape. There's not even any grease on the handle.
Well, gentlemen, I am proud to announce that the meat has arrived.
Sunday, Marina Del Rey.
Time of day.
Don't know.
Might be early.
Well, yeah. I was at the fitting just a little bit ago, and they said probably gonna need you for about 12 hours on Sunday.
Well, the idea of this, it's the long-awaited judge's card. It's the actual ballots that will be counted and distributed. As you look at this, you can see we have 6 potential spots for cookers. Each judge will then evaluate number 1's cooking as it relates to flavor, scoring a 1 through a 10, or as it relates to tenderness, scoring a 1 through a 10, and then judge's discretion, 1 through a 10. Thought it looked bad, thought it looked excellent, with a maximum total points of 30. And we will then, with my staff that day, anonymously decide who the winner is by these points, and submit a ballot to the owner of the house, and it will be described. June 1st, first annual Irwin Rib Off, judge's card. Who has the biggest rib? So we want to listen to his proposal about the possibility of cooking off-site or cooking before.
What is the problem? I don't understand. Why do we have to listen to anything? Is there an issue?
I'm unable to attend on Sundays.
You're withdrawing from the competition.
I was submitting my withdrawal to the Rules Committee earlier as a result of having booked a job that works on Sunday. It was put to me that there might be some way to salvage.
When you say it was put to you, does that mean that you heard it or you wanted to hear it?
I heard it.
Do we have a number of the production company? Can we verify? Oh.
Aero Films. A-E-R-O Films.
Okay. That's a porn company, isn't it?
300.
Well, listen, simply stated, I'm open to it. I think we could use another competition. It's how do we practically work it out.
What do you propose, Boyer? What would you like
the
to
only
do?
thing I can think
Where you
of,
could maintain some modicum of integrity.
well,
They're essentially pre-cooked, is what you're saying. And you want to heat them up and do a fine...
no, I would not do that.
You're buying them from Ralph's?
They would. If you would like to put a genetic marker on the pack of ribs that I take with me, I'd be happy with that. I'd be fine with that. And quite frankly, if someone went out and bought ribs from Ralph's and won the competition, what does that say?
They're busy.
You know, I'm not too concerned about someone else doing that.
Okay.
You're not concerned about being beaten by a Ralph's rib.
I'm not real concerned about being beaten by anyone's ribs, quite frankly.
Wow.
It's just about how to get mine in the competitions where everybody feels
All right. What do
as though
you
it's
need
been a fair
specifically?
adjudication of the issue.
Specifically, what would you require? Man, this garden looks great back there, man.
What's going on over there?
Jesus Christ, who laid that?
What? Oh, that was
When would you propose dropping the meat off here?
It may have to be as early as Saturday,
I understand. Would
depending
that
on
be
my call time.
Saturday night.
Yeah,
Saturday night, you would drop your meat off
yeah,
on Saturday,
yeah.
and you would what done with it?
Well, I would require probably an hour and a half's worth of grill time
So is it refrigerated
and
that
saucing.
night?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Comes
then-
over, put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
At some point the following day, someone
Has to
needs
pull it out of the refrige,
You
bring
need
it
to
to
hire
room
somebody.
temperature.
I think you need to find a young lass that would help you out with that. You know,
I wonder,
your assistant.
Would we allow Matt to do it? Matt
I
as
wouldn't have Matt do it.
Matt as a cooker. You wouldn't.
No.
Okay.
Could you repeat that, please?
No, I wouldn't have Matt do it.
Okay.
Hi, buddy.
You remember what he did to those lamb chops at Coco's?
For what?
I mean,
Those lamb chips?
yeah, the
Oh,
lamb
we're
chips.
talking
That
about
kind
it
of
right
shook
now.
my
We're Tom's and we're talking about it.
my confidence in the lad's
it out.
ability to do anything.
We're gonna do it.
To enter the competition, I will get him a smoker.
Rusty, Rusty, listen. Boyer just told me that if you are interested in entering the competition with a smoker, he has one.
I have an extra
And he
smoker.
would bring it here and might even ask Carol to help with some of his rib needs while he's gone. Oh no, he wouldn't. He's got some cooking issues. But if you want to cook, we just need to know we got some ribs here for you. You can come and get them
But he has to know what he's doing,
There's plenty
and
of smokers.
you know he's got to bring his own materials and everything. You know, I don't provide the charcoal or the chips or anything like that.
Do you want him to barbecue ribs at his house and bring them?
He doesn't want to do it here.
No.
He doesn't want to enter the competition.
No. I don't think you need to do that. Well, they will not be allowed to be entered. Hi, buddy. There was just a decision by the Rules Committee. I've got very good news for you. You and Carol can grill and prepare baby back pork ribs. You know, those slabs of ribs. Not the big beef ribs, baby back pork ribs. And you may bring them over. They need to be over here about 2:30 or so you can find a fire to warm them up. And then we'll plate you. We'll plate you as a contestant. Okay?
They have to be baby backs. They can't be store bought.
I would have like 3 good-sized slabs. If you go to Costco, you can get a good buy on them.
10 pounds.
All right, so you just bring them over about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, find a heated up, and they have to be off by 4, and then they're going to be judged anonymously, and you might win a prize. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. Go.
I think to dispel any advantage or disadvantage as to first or last plate of ribs, you need to just put all the ribs out. All 5 or 6 entries.
With a number next to them.
Number, letter,
Yeah,
symbol, color, whatever.
We'll take care of that.
And let people approach the ribs as they choose, you know,
And-
so that a visual element is involved as well, you know.
Right.
So
People
what we
will-
would like, if possible, Tom, is, I mean, one idea is to do it here. It's actually a great place. People aren't sitting there standing. We'll put a cloth down or whatever, and they're all numbered.
I have a little folding table I can bring over that stands up a little higher than that.
That would be great. And it would be great to... I would rather not have 20 judges eating
Okay.
ribs in the living room.
Don't worry.
With all due respect.
Don't worry.
Hey, Paul. Good, good.
Hey, man.
You want to go in? No.
And look, if everybody gets the same
It looks really good.
favorite agents,
I'm eager to get home and get it started
favorite agents
marinating.
deferred.
I haven't decided what kind of marinade I'm going to do, what kind of sauce I'm going to do, but I'm going to figure that out tonight.
Paul, is this some sort of a recipe that's from your family, or are you just winging it?
No, I mean I've used a couple different ones in the past, not passed down from family, but favorite recipes on my own. So
You're a rib man.
what's that?
You're a rib man.
Somewhat, I guess. I don't know.
Voice.
Yeah, we'll see.
Something calling out to you, Paul?
How's that look?
Have you had to take the silver skin off? That's a really a pain in the ass.
I haven't. You want to show them to the camera? Show which ones you chose?
This is a pretty major silver skin, so I'm gonna have to.
They all have
Yep, you go down like that, and then you take your knife and you scrape it down. You got to do that.
You have to?
Yeah, otherwise you
Well-
can't eat.
Well, you had them when you can't chew them. That's they're
Right.
like
There's a
that
parboil involved that can release a silver skin much easier. If you do
Is that a little
quick
trick that you do?
parboil, then it comes off a hell of a lot easier than if you do it.
Really?
It's a great idea. Not gonna hurt it, that's for sure.
I'm very excited.
Almost like a blanch. You
No,
know,
I
you
know
blanch
exactly what you mean.
tomatoes,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, to pull the skin off.
All right.
All right.
Best wishes. You know?
I'm really excited. This is gonna be a
Happy
Okay.
basting.
yeah, happy
Question to you is, do you think it's a good idea to be releasing your secrets to other competitors?
Was that a secret or disinformation? Well, ribs. Ribs. When you see what they've done to ribs, pork and bone and marrow and sinew, meat, smoke, flavorings.
Hey!
Tom,
What?
we're just going over the competitors
Oh, yeah.
in the competition. Trying to size up the field.
I had it. Well, here's the one with Steve.
More recorded.
Boyer is competing or is not competing?
He's
Boyer's in, but won't be here.
Right.
That's courageous.
We have
Paul.
Paul Cassell. We have well, you know, Glenn Headley said she's in, but you know, was supposed to show up for the presentation of the meeting.
Rusty.
Did not show up. Glenn did not show
Now,
up.
Rusty doesn't cook at all.
Glenn
so
did not show
that's
up
gotta be
for
Carol.
the presentation of the meet. Glenn did not show up, so I don't know if she's a contestant or not. Big Rusty is not a cook, so it may be Carol. It may be Ralph's. Justin Tanner
Justin is excited about his marinade, doesn't know how to grill.
Doesn't know how to grill.
Needs some help.
Uh,
But Paul had his game face on.
Yeah. Paul's he works kitchens. You know, he's a cook. He's a good cook.
He makes money cooking.
He makes money cooking. That would be that's what a professional. He would be considered
So you're
a professional
handicapping
cook.
this race.
I'm not.
If you were.
If you were, but you have your professionals, and then you have strong amateurs. Matt is a strong amateur.
Thanks, man.
You know?
I think I'm tempted to go in the Jamaican jerk Caribbean thing. Or go really traditional, you know, American South barbecue, St. Louis, Kansas City, Memphis, Chicago. I think Chicago's sweeter. Pimento tree leaves from Jamaica.
Nice. Probably close.
I put this one.
Yeah,
this is
the back. Oh, the furthest.
The other one needs more.
Sorry, man. Hey. This one is the one that goes out here. I think so.
The question is whether or not the judges will have the stamina to eat 12 ribs. Some may choose just to kind of roll them around in their mouth and spit them into a little spittoon that we'll provide. Others will want to swallow, see what kind of grease effect that has the following few hours. But we're going to have an honest and integrity-ridden competition.
Meat, ribs, meat, ribs.
Well, yeah, she used to. It's a secret recipe. It's vinegar and red mustard. French's. Equal parts. Yellow mustard. Yeah, I keep saying red mustard. You'll edit that, right? So yellow mustard and vinegar, and you soak the meat in it, and it'll kind of tenderize it, and then it makes this sort of very. It's like a crust. It's sort of almost like a chicken skin kind of crust when it cooks on the grill. And then I looked on.
Somebody say chicken skin?
I know.
Somebody said chicken skin.
Go ahead.
Boys' ribs.
Oh! Lawsuit!
How'd you do that frosting? Look at that. Look at the size.
It's so good. It's the biggest I ever. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's like 50 pounds.
50 pounds.
He tried to grab it. It's very big.
That's
See
gorgeous.
his face on the figure.
But we would always use the musculos.
It's perfect.
She's here.
Good.
She's here.
Oh, is she? Okay. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you.
With all our love.
Thank you.
They're trying to get a sneak peek at our ribs.
I know. There's all kinds of underhanded espionage going here. When we came here, this jar was full past that green rubber band line. We hid the sauce when we came here because we knew there were people here that were, basically less than professional, and this proves it. Because someone has taken half of our sauce. And
Mixed it with theirs to make theirs better.
I don't know what they did, honey, but,
Is it really 15 minutes?
Preparing my taste buds.
You also have to prepare for us if you have a sauce bowl that you want people to dip your rib in. So you bring that with. Okay. Thank you. Serious.
our strategy right now, I think, is to delay. I think my ribs need some more time. So I'm going to take this all the way to Puerto Rico.
Where the super judges stand, I understand.
The super judges are right here. That's right, super judges.
Okay. All judges assembled here. Guys, could I have just your attention for a second? Clark, come on. Welcome to the first annual Irwin Rib Off. This has been conceived over the course of many months. Actually, the folks that really wanted to do it, for some reason, couldn't even be here today. But the fact of the matter is, celebrating Tom's birthday, we've decided to move forward and do it. Who's Tom? Tom Irwin, our host today. So, let me tell you that, simply stated, in a moment or so, we are going to, behind you, place 6 platters of ribs from 6 cookers. They will be anonymously platted. You will not know who they are. And what we need you to do over the course of a period of 15 or 20 minutes is to be able to taste each and every rib. Now, since we have no benchmark for this, what I would suggest is that you taste them all first, and then before you start writing numbers down and everything. Anyone have questions about the ballots? We basically described 3 areas in which you can judge these ribs. Simply stated, flavor, tenderness, and then your own discretion on what you think would be the best thing for the rib. The most important thing is that you take the time to taste every rib, and then you give yourself an honest appraisal on your scorecard. My assistant Stephanie will gladly collect all of them. We will tally the ballots, and the winner will in fact receive that bottle of Jack Daniels sitting right there.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a vegetarian rib next year. I'm going to freak everybody out, and I'm going to win. And I'm going to win that next bottle of Jack.
How many do you need?
We need a full plate, man.
Okay.
How many judges? 15. Oh, Rusty, you guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready in 1 minute.
Okay, take your time. We're fine. Sorry? I'm not sure, so I do not know. We will find out. Are you interested in the judging? Okay, no worries.
The tenderness. Eso es que es blandito. La flacidez.
Pues tú no quieres que la carne sea flácida.
No, tiene que tener
Una firmeza, una consistencia, pero que a la misma vez sea tierna.
Y tiene que ser dulce.
¿Cómo?
Tiene que ser dulce.
Dulce también.
Coño, Carlos, pero eso está peor.
We're attempting to be as lenient as we can. He's 20 minutes late on the plating. There's a question of whether we'll allow it to happen. If I can get this plate within 15 seconds, we're going to start. And I'm optimistic about it.
And this is
Look
Matt,
at that plate.
Matt Roth?
Look at that. Look at that. I'd say go. I'd say worth waiting.
Got sauce to go out with.
You're in.
All right, they're in. I think it's out of our hands. Let's let the judges begin.
Yes. Plates up top.
Pass some judgment.
Sadie. Sauces are plates from Let's go one. Let's go one. It's too complicated. But I've got a good rib. I'm just gonna hope. I like that. And then come back for 4 or 5. Wyatt! Hey, buddy! What's up? Are you a judge? I'm a judge. Let you go, Judge.
The meat has not been prepared.
I wasn't.
I'm like, I need it.
Note to self not to write with the same hand you're eating with. My pen was slipping down.
Look at my cartilage.
That's a good idea.
Oh man. My plan is to eat one of every rib and then decide which one I want another rib of.
Time, judges. You got plenty of time. No rushing necessary.
In the judging, just trying to make sure I remember each one.
Right.
Yes, sir. Sanz, sorry. What have you discovered about each of these ribs that stunned you in regard to the idea that we cooked them on premises and everyone had to deliver at the same time? What's that do for you as a taste? Funny.
I'll tell you what, on my fourth rib.
Love it.
On my fourth rib, and each and every one has reminded me of where my parents came from in Montenegro, where they didn't have fire nor smoke. So they used to dry the meat from the ceilings.
I guess I'm sorry I asked, ladies and gentlemen.
So far, the first 4 have reminded me of that, but I'm optimistic.
I like it.
Well, so far, this is my third. Kind of pedestrian. So far, kind of like ribs that you would probably buy at Ralph's.
I put my mark on them.
Good sauce. Sunny. Sunny Sanz.
Here's napkins. People need napkins.
To be honest with you, first of all, I want to thank God and my team to get me here right now. And thank you. And happy birthday to Tom. I like number 2. I'll tell you why. I like number 2 because it's doing 2 things at once. It's chili and it's a rib. I like that. Number 3 is the smokiest. So that's my vote.
How you feeling about the competition?
Listen, I think it looks like, all the ribs are great. I think everyone did a great job. So, I'm happy to be part of it in the best sense. Not, too competitive. Really, it's a good rib day.
Judges have been instructed to hand their ballots to Stephanie, and then once all have handed in, there's no real time limit. I think we were about 15 minutes away from having a final tally, giving people the proper time to taste every rib. We'll go into probably go upstairs bedroom, close the door, light a candle, see what happens.
Play a little Sinatra?
Yeah, a little Sinatra.
How's the scoring going?
Let me help. Is that better? Maybe. It's hard to be sophisticated enough for this, but I'm trying.
Well, are you the official, caller of the the verdict? Stephanie Calder?
I and Steve are counting the ballots.
No, I heard the judges over there saying, where's the number 6?
Well, they had number 6. They had number 6.
Well, that's basically the realm of the event.
No, I don't.
It must have been a fucking favorite.
Have you been to
I have 3 favorites.
53rd Nellis where they have the
I'm Midwestern Bed and Board.
Fermi created the first controlled chain
Have
nuclear
another
reactor.
beer. I'm Midwestern Bed and Board. Corn-fed. Good meat values.
We have 6 very good infants, valiantly placed. There was one that was a little undercooked. I'm very concerned about trichinosis.
I had that one.
Yeah, somebody else commented that they had a little undercooked problem, some red meat close to the bone, but generally I think I've got my favorite, and so we'll see how it goes.
I had one piece that was undercooked. So I went back for more on that one.
Your name on it?
Yeah, these are beef or pork,
Since I was totally committed to doing it fast yesterday.
Why'd you come, dude?
Well, I just kind of uncommitted.
You committed to a fast yesterday and came to a RibOff today. That's like the antithesis of doing a fast. You're like, what can I do to go off my fast?
We've talked about this fast stuff. Because once you're totally committed, and you're done.
Let's go, my dear. Can I say a few things to keep my in frame?
What's going on?
It's the ceremony of parading of the
Yes, I do. No, I don't, but I can do that. Out, please. Thank you. The final tally will be submitted on this ballot. Out, please.
Oh, thank you.
It's a little bright.
I'm one of the judges that shouldn't be here, so
Out,
let me
please.
watch.
Out, please. Out, please. Thank you. Very appreciative. Out, please. Thank you. Man, out, please. Out, please. Oh my God.
What is that? Where the 5 and the 405 is. Literally. And the triangle.
Oh, wait,
Stephanie has that look about her.
We're going to need Brendan Smith, please. First judge.
Brendan Smith, please.
Card back to you. Thank you. Well done. John Sklarnoff. John Sklar. John Sklarnoff. Oh! We need you up front, please.
Come collect your card, please.
Well done. Your ballot was particularly interesting to us. We're giving them all back to everyone. We do have
it had sauce all over it?
It had sauce all over it. That's a good sign. Next judge, we'd like to acknowledge your participation.
Leah Saxon.
Leah Saxon. Leah Saxon. Spectacularly done. We're giving you your ballot back. As you'll notice, they've all been signed off on and credited.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Clark Stevens. Clark, please. Please come and get your ballot, sir.
We don't get
I know, right?
There's nothing to get.
Can we get my next, please?
Jalmar Castanera. Maureen, please. Maureen, thank you. Well done. Sanad.
I feel like I'm just gonna vomit.
Nameless. Christian.
German extraction.
Curry.
He left.
Okay, Curry left.
Mike Levelholtz.
Mike Levelholtz. Excellent.
Get it, Mike. You gotta speak up, guys. Speak up.
Randall.
Yes.
Particularly well done.
Particularly well done.
Sunny Sonia Black Sands.
Josh Randall.
Josh.
What grade did I get?
All the chefs up front. All the chefs to the front table.
We're supposed to stand up here?
David Haley.
David Haley. Well done. Nicely done. We have a nameless ballot.
I didn't win yet.
There we go. Perfect. Except and Curry. You want
Steph, I need a
all
photo.
the cooks to the front
Steve,
table.
Steph.
So we can laugh and laugh. Thanking machine.
We need all chefs to the front table. Please, Matt. Thank you so much. Let me say,
Consulting your notes.
just a couple of brief comments about the competition. It was an extraordinary event, and the amount of detail that has gone into accounting for this has been checked and double-checked. Those of you that have in fact submitted a ballot, you will notice there are 3 signatures, not 2, on there. And we have in fact verified that you are correct. And what I would like to do now is I would like to introduce the cook of number 1, and number 1 happened to be Justin Tanner. Justin, can you talk a little bit about your ribs, please?
He takes his hat off. I love
Your
it.
ribs, sir.
I love it.
Oh, that was my great grandmother's recipe.
Yes.
Really, that, and then I made I went online. I never grilled before, so I went online to check out. And I looked at some of Bobby Flay's techniques for grilling, and I figured, okay, I found out about this Wednesday, and so one was next year.
Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Tanner. Our number 2 contestant was Paul. Paul, could you address your ribs and talk about how that worked?
I made a rub with smoked paprika, oregano, salt and pepper, and then the sauce was with more smoked paprika, tomato, onion, cumin, brown sugar, and molasses. And then the only thing that I thought it was missing was some smokiness, so I made another sauce with some bacon, thyme, garlic, and onion. And some English marmalade also. And then I mixed them together a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul. Position number 3 on our table was Tom Irwin, the birthday boy, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you could talk a little bit about your ribs, please. What did you do?
I like the ribs. I like to eat ribs. And I
Any
like
special sauce or anything like
I
that?
had apples. Apples was my main ingredient. Apples, cinnamon, allspice, apple cider, and caramelized onion.
That's what's up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the birthday boy, Tom Irwin. Our 4th contestant in position number 4 was Matt Roth. Matt, you're...
I did kind of a little Jamaican angle on those, a little dry rub and a roasted habanero pineapple jerk sauce, and I smoked them with some pimento charcoal from Jamaica, and some pecan chips.
So that's what they call it.
Unfortunately, I think they were a little undercooked. I think I ran out of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Roth.
In our fifth position was Russ Mangialardi and Carol Mangialardi. Russ and Carol?
First off, I want to give most of the credit to my beautiful assistant here, Carol. We used her family recipe, which is primarily, I won't go into the long details, but a prime rib rub, okay, kind of a marinated prime rib rub, and then a combination mostly of sweet and sour sauce and a homemade barbecue sauce.
With beer.
With beer, that we use in a 50-50 ratio, and that's what we did, and we hope you liked it.
Our final contestant who is not present, Chris Boyer, was number 6. Does anyone know what he, Tom, you might know what he did, or does anyone know?
He simmered his ribs. He boiled his ribs for a little bit.
I think they were from
in a
Ralph's.
brine. Then he smoked them. Then he dropped them up here last night when nobody was home.
All right, Chris Boyer, as you may or may not know, was called for a commercial. He hasn't worked in about 8 months. He had to take the gig. So the fact is that he went there, and the rules committee agreed that he could drop them off, and he did, and there's no question about that.
They were a different thing.
No, they were not. They were from the same Costco. Oh, there it is. We are. There was a question, I must say, among some of the scorecards that some of the pork people are eating was undercooked. We can't really get into that. I think it's reflected in fact by the scoring.
I was attempting to take mine all the way to convention if I could.
I understand. Well, I think that all that is basically left to do now is to announce the winner. We have tallied the votes, and we are going to announce in order from 6th place to 1st place.
Oh, yeah! That's the way to do it, buddy. That's the way to make somebody be sick. Quiet, please.
May I tell you that there was a total point available of 450. That would have been 30 points across the board from each of the 15 judges. And let me tell you, our 6th place contestant, Stephanie, please announce this, with 313 votes was...
Tom.
Wonderful birthday present for Tom. We have incorrectly stated the 6th place contestant. In 6th place with a vote of 259 points. 6th place, 259 points is...
Matt Roth.
The number 5 place was in fact our birthday boy at 313, Tom. Our number 4th with a score.
We need to Jack
Tom
Daniels,
had
honey.
313. 4th place contestant 313.5. Justin, and he was contestant.
Honey, we're in the top 3. That's why.
3rd place contestant with a total of 323 points was
close.
Rusty.
Yeah.
Our 2nd place contestant. Our 2nd place contestant.
Well, you might as well just read number 1.
with a total of 348.
Is this second place?
Second place.
Just
had
read number one.
348, and the winner had 362.
Maybe the two of them should go up and hold hands.
It's impossible. But we can tell you that in second place with 348 was, and the winner of the competition was Chris Boyer. Boyer number 6.
Was he number 6?
Boyer was number 6.
And what's number 1?
Justin number 1, Paul number 2, Tom number 3, Matt number 4, Rusty number 5, the winner Boyer number 6. Ladies and gentlemen,
Number 2 came in second place.
Number 2 came in second. Boyer number 1 came in second. No, man. No, that's wrong. Next time.
But he admitted that he's.
did you vote that way or not?
No, I had him.
On all these, man?
Yeah.
All the tallies.
I'm going to
Well, I would like a copy. I'd love it.
What the winner is going to get?
That bottle of Jack Daniels.
Bring them here, my friend. Were you close? No,
I won.
Did you go? I didn't. There's been some caramelized onions and apples.
They have put him over the top.
Yeah.
This is the 0.5.
I put it too. Well, that's quite all right. I'm going to make the phone call. Hold on just a second. He'll be impossible to live with.
For a year. For an entire year.
It'd be impossible. Was it the guy that wasn't here? That won?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Boo!
Hey man, you voted, right?
He voted? Yeah, I voted. Yeah, but I wouldn't vote this guy. I feel like I voted in the last election.
Yeah, it's like a missing.
Boyer, Tom Irwin.
I can see that.
I have good news, I've got bad news.
Boyer was like Florida.
Good news is you won, man. Bad news is everyone thinks it's bullshit. People are demanding a recount, but congratulations, and you may pick up your prize at your earliest convenience.
Good buddy Paul, I didn't recognize the dish when it came out until afterward, and he came in second place. I just think that if you're going to win, you should show up to collect your award. You know, so not send some sort of American Indian woman, you know, with a headdress to accept your award for you. I just think that's horseshit.
This bone and this bone.
How big is your rib?
They're not the same. This bone and this bone are not the same. Oops, and that bone and that splatter are the same. Controversy. This little teeny skinny bone is different from all these other fat bones.
I'm with you.
And that's all I've got. Understanding Boyer's situation, he was not going to go and buy his own slab of ribs. The ribs I delivered to him on Thursday night at the procession and delivery of the ribs, documented by our documentarian. Those are the ribs that he got, and I assume that he cooked them. There's no reason to think he didn't. Oh my God, it's Boyer.
It's probably because I plated them. I was in charge of plating Boyer's
Listen,
ribs.
you guys, it speaks for itself. And we knew when we were reading this card, it was going up.
Yes, hello? Yes? Who is this?
It's Carlos Sanz.
Oh, hi, Carlos. How did you find me?
Well, I have my contacts in the journalistic world. It's very difficult to track you. I also spoke to a few operatives from the CIA.
I see. Yeah, well, I guess I'll have to move again.
Well, tell me, what occurred after the rib-off that made you take such drastic measures?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say what an honor it was to have been selected by the tasting committee as the first place winner of the rib-off. It may be the last swine flesh I cooked for quite a while. And of course, I'd like to acknowledge my esteemed co-competitors. It was a tough contest, I'm sure. But ever since having won, well, it started with my car. It exploded as the valet was taking it to a parking lot. He suffered third-degree burns over most of his body. When I got home, the house had been burned to the ground. They were been receiving death threats ever since. I don't understand why, really, or how a win like this could have created such malice, but I thought it was best to leave the country after that, and so I've gone into hiding here with some friends of mine here in Afghanistan.
Some friends who probably don't understand or even appreciate your enormous God-given talents with the swine rib.
Correct. That is correct. I have, however, been making some wicked couscous and lamb kebabs.
Barbecued?
Absolutely.
Oh, nice. Any kind of a special recipe you'd care to share with us at this point?
Well, the problem is overcoming the odor that the meat gets from the dung fire that one has to use to cook them. So I'm experimenting with various spice combinations.
I would imagine that the enormous amount of smoke in the cave can also be kind of difficult.
It is at times, yeah. Everything gets a little sooty.
I see. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Boyer. I genuinely appreciate this interview, and we hope to see you back in the States soon.
Oh, excuse me, just 1 second. My friends here want me to just pass along a greeting to everyone back in the States. Death to the infidel. Yeah? Is that good, Ahmed? Yeah. Okay. That's all. I better get going.